Okay, there we go. That should have updated. Right, okay. So let's get into the picks and bans. So first round, Scarlet Tempest decided to ban out 3 ADCs. Uh, yeah, they banned out Kate, Zaya, and Kaisa, who are all in the bot lane. All pretty strong picks right now. But unfortunately for them, they forgot to ban out the Jin pick, which is Austin's favorite, I think, still to this day. And we kind of banned out a fair array of picks. We banned out Maokai, we banned out Silas and Ornn, all just very strong. Yet they picked Jarvan, which is we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of ganks, a lot of jungle action in the bot lane specifically. So I look forward to a really exciting bot lane right now. Renata Jhin versus Samira Nautilus. Kind of like pokey long ranged with the Jhin Renata versus like shorter ranged Samira. They're definitely going to be looking for all-ins, early fights. And as you see, we're kind of banning out some mid tops. Jax gets banned out. Akali gets banned out, and of course they ban out Quan's. I forget what that guy's name is. Kassadin. That's right. And Tryndamere, I think is I don't really know where he's played currently. Maybe top lane. I don't know. But yeah, see again. Okay, we see, and I'm pretty sure that this is Quan's bread and butter. You know, Zoe is one of his favorite champs. I'm super excited actually to see the Zoe. We haven't really been able to see it that much, and I'd like to see what they respond with as well, because Zoe's a pretty strong pick, and their team needs some. Their team definitely needs a little bit of AP currently, and they go for the Mordekaiser top, and I like that. That's actually a pretty good blind pick, in my opinion, because it kind of. You know, I don't want to say it doesn't lose any lanes, because of course it, you know, everybody loses to someone. But in their comp, having that kind of big tanky force is pretty good. And they pick Aurelia mid as well. Definitely interesting. Their team does not have a ton of AP. Which could be a little bit scary for them. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of those AD blocking boots. I forget what they're called. And we pick the Nasus into the Mordekaiser. Yeah, so Nasus's goal is definitely going to be just scaling up with his abilities and stuff. And we'll see if he ever, you know, truly becomes a 1v9 force of nature. Cool. I am a little bit worried that it's gonna show up on the wrong monitor, and so of course we just see the exact same picks, exact same bands. Definitely interesting. I think currently sheer ranks, right? I think Austin, our ADC player, Shiny Light, is the highest rank of our team, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, that's most likely why they kind of got the we need to ban out 3 ADCs type of deal. Yeah. Yep. Again, same picks, same bands that we just saw. I mean, I guess if there was any question of where the people would go, that's all cleared up now. Mord is of course top, Aurelia is of course mid, and Sharvan is of course in the jungle. But
As you wish.
but yeah, still. Right. Yeah, we're definitely going to see a very interesting game. Again, I think both teams are going to be looking bot side. And Aurelia we might even see Aurelia down there for a 4v2. But of course Vi is a pretty good ganker as well. Pretty good early game. Pretty good late game as well. I don't know, I've been playing with a lot of Vi's. Gina plays Vi, so of course, almost every game that we play together. Yeah. Just in case anyone's new here, of course. We're preparing our loadout now. They're picking runes, picking, summoner spells. And in about 10 seconds, we are going to see another waiting screen, which is going to be the spectator delay to make sure that, you don't have a spectator in there telling them whenever anything happens. Yeah, just about 3 minutes. Oh, hey, Lewis. Welcome. Yeah, we're just getting started. You're right on time. This is first game. Only about a minute and a half left for the spectator delay. I'm sure you remember the spectator delay. Again, it's just heck yeah. Again, it's just me here, so. I have a question. Did we ever figure out if we can get subs and stuff? Spectator delay is terrible, but at least that means that I don't have to put on stream delay, which means I can actually have a conversation with you. Which is nice for me, but also bad for me because now I have to wait 10 minutes. I think that something is possible. Cool. Subs for the team. I mean subs to our Twitch. If we can use Twitch primes on shoe_egriffins. Yeah. Monetize nation. In the next few weeks. This actually could have been a really good opportunity for me to for me to kind of shell out our stream a little bit, you know? Like, hey, if you have a Twitch Prime available, you know, just hit the button. It's super easy. Yeah, I get that. Details. That's cool. Hopefully next week. Yeah. You guys, you guys can see it. And I am going to turn off the music like a true professional. And you guys can hear, oh.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Just making sure you guys can hear.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And again, really interesting top matchup. Yeah, running Ghost Teleport. I actually makes a lot of sense on Nasus as well. Super interesting. You know, I just sent this message, but I was thinking maybe for that extra live stream, we could do like 5v5 Overwatch versus League, maybe in Super Smash Bros. I don't know. I don't know. I think it could be really interesting. And I'd even be 100% down with figuring out some more details. But as we go in, again, farm looks pretty even. But they were waiting in that bush, so Renata's flash is forced out. And I don't think... And immediately a gank comes out from Jarvan. Jarvan wastes his flash and gets the flash out from Jhin, which is a super important summon as well for a little bit later. But it looks like Samira's low health as well, so so the Jhin might be able to stay. And of course in the top lane we're just kind of waiting around. A little bit of poke going into Aurelia. This Aurelia is not really respecting the Zoe poke as much as she maybe should. Shu pipe gets pulled in. Again, Mordekaiser is just great at that, you know, close range brawly type stuff. And for those who don't know, that Renata is terrible. So for those who don't know as well, Jhin has a very special ADC where he can only attack 4 times, and his 4th shot is a super powered. And Quan is going to be pushing in this wave. And we see Aurelia fall asleep. This could be a kill. And the first blood goes to Zoe. She used her ignite, but of course the Aurelia just got destroyed. And Vi is getting pushed out by the Mordekaiser. There's a lot of health going down. But she seems to be okay. She seems to just be able to walk off. Quan backs with the wave pushed in. Really good tempo coming out from him. And again, this bot lane matchup is really poke heavy. Jhin and Renata kind of just want to keep Samira at arm's length. Keep attacking them from a range, just in between CS oh, and this could be another... Yep, and Quan chunks out half of the Aurelia's health. And again, Nasus is going to be pulled in. This could be a little bit scary. And that's about half of Nasus's health. Again, with the Nasus not having flash, it makes it a little bit scarier than most other lanes, just because there's no way you can't get over walls, you can't get over, you know. And they do not know that they're on a ward currently. So, but regardless, they force the flash out of Samira, root the Nautilus, get the first kill, and Renata goes down as well. Both supports are down. Juan is able to run down, just barely missing his drowsy, and Samira uses her block. And oh man, and the flash comes out on the Vi, but she still gets hit by the tower shot. And all in all, a very even 2 for 2 on this. But unfortunately, the Griffins kind of spend a lot of time down here with 4 people, and Aurelia kind of looks to see if she can catch the Zoe coming back. I want to see this. Okay, and Zoe is level 6, despite going for that lane gank on bot. She's still 1 level ahead currently. And if we click on, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know how to see that in the spectator, so I couldn't tell you how close she is to level 6. Maybe somebody in chat knows? No. Okay. And again, another important thing to watch out for is the dragon. The first raid, the Infernal raid, are already up, and both junglers are kind of looking for it. And of course, we see the Jarvan. This Vi has to be very, very careful here. They have vision on the dragon. This could be dangerous. Hook comes out onto Vi, and she gets immediately shut down by the Jarvan. Drowsy comes out, immediately cleanses it off, and another kill goes out to the enemy Samira. And it looks like they're going to be able to pick up this dragon as well. Nasus has to be a little bit careful, because the ult, the Mordekaiser ult, kind of can be super dangerous. And yeah, both teams just kind of trying to. Oh, and a hook goes in onto Renata. I'm not sure that the enemy Samira was, or I'm not sure that the Samira was quite ready for that hook. But the hook gives them the chance to kind of reset and get a free back off. Well, not free, but you know. Let's go Griffins. Very true. And Quan's been doing a super good job of poking out this Aurelia. And again, about half of Nasus's health goes down. And it looks like Vi might be trying to make her way up. Yeah, and again, Vi's looking to go top. But she is spotted by a ward. I don't know if she knows that she's been spotted. But again, Mordekaiser could 1v2 if he uses his ult correctly. So this could be a little bit spooky for the Shusu. Oh no, and Jarvan ult comes out. He uses his W combo. And Vi goes down. That makes this game 5-3. And Samira gets out. Nasus has to be a little bit careful. Both ults come out from both tanks. And a solo kill goes out from inside of the Mordekaiser ult. And Nasus gets a solo kill. Now again, Mordekaiser's ult is it sends them to a different realm where Mordekaiser has a little bit more stats, a little bit of buffs. So getting a kill in there is really good. Unfortunately for the Mordekaiser, he kind of ulted the Nasus close to turret, which probably was the reason why he couldn't escape. He kind of trapped himself in there. But yeah, just looking at the farming, there's a small deficit in the top lane for the Griffins, and a pretty good lead for the mid laner onto the Zoe, and a very good mid lane ADC farm gap. Yeah, so if this game goes much longer, again, we'll see the gold start to grow, and eventually, you know, these lanes will be able to chunk each other out, make sure that they can't really farm at all, like you see the Mordekaiser trying to do. Zoe goes in for a little bit more poke, and wards are being cleared in the bottom. And Jarvan kind of sniffs something going on, and uses his Q out, his Q combo. And again, I want to check how many stacks Nasus has. He currently has 190 or 201, right? And oh, and the Renata ult is blocked and cleansed by the Samira, but she still goes down. Jarvan ult comes out onto the ADC, shut down onto Jhin. Flash comes out from Renata, and they trade 1 for 1. Both ADCs are down. Uh-oh, the support is drowsy. This could be big. Perhaps a double kill from the Quan. He has Ignite. He gets the shutdown onto Jarvan. And a very clean double kill that sets them up perfectly to go for this dragon. And again, since... oh, I thought he was going to go and place a ward. And Mordekaiser ults the Nasus immediately. But Nasus has almost no mana left, so this is not a fight that he wants to take. He might have to ghost out. He uses his ghost right at the second that it's off cooldown. And Dragon goes to... The second Drake goes to... Renata Smurf. Again, we have our local support fans. Never miss a hook on Renata. I think you'd call that a hook. Very hook-like, you know? And the first Rift Herald is spawned in the mid lane. I wonder if it's even going to get one charge off. And another all-in comes out. Jhin onto the Samira. I don't know if she has her... Yep, she uses her W, but she drops it, and a kill goes onto the support. And I think, yeah, Vi flashed out. That was a very, very clean tower dive. Flash for flash in the mid lane, but that actually gives Zoe a flash from her passive. So very cool. And with this advantage, they're kind of able to get a little bit of vision up. So if you see this, bot lane right here, again, this is what our team sees, and what the other team sees is that. So that definitely should be a pretty good advantage for her. And a great flash using her passive flash from Zoe. Forces out the Jarvan ult and gets away cleanly, almost taking no damage. And again, the bot support duo came mid to kind of cover there, and I think we're gonna see a lane swap from both teams to match. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Quan went down bot. Yep, that looks like where he's pathing. Yep. And Aurelia decides to back, but we do have a little bit of vision seeing that she's back with the Griffin state. And again, this is exactly the state that Jhin wants to be in at this stage in the game. He's got 2 kills up on the enemy ADC and about 40 farms. So definitely nothing to scoff at. Also, can we get like a little volume check? Am I speaking loud enough? Just let me know. And the Mordekaiser all comes out. Both teams are looking at the tanks. The Nasus is still alive somehow. Gets a kill onto the ADC. And this could be a very clean cleanup from Jhin. That's 2 for the Jhin. And Mordekaiser has to pop his one of the... This Mordekaiser should still be dead. Yep, and he's drowsy, and the kill goes on to the jungler. Wow. Again, a very clean fight. Trading that 4 kills, almost 4 kills, I think, for only the bot tower. And it is interesting to see how far they're going to attempt to push this advantage. Getting a Rift Herald charge off. And, it looks like the next drag is going to be the mountain drag. Loud and clear. Thank you. It's good to hear. Oh, I'm still in the wrong vision. So there we go. And again, we have full vision on them, but they... Oh, and the Nautilus falls asleep. Chunking out about half of his damage is the Zoe mid from the Griffins. And again, we're gonna start to see like that Zoe deal more and more damage as they just instantly burst down that Nautilus. I mean, they're gonna get Dragon off. Yeah, at this stage in the game, being 0-5, it's gonna be very, or 0-5 and 4, sorry. It's gonna be very, very tough for the Nautilus to walk almost anywhere without getting burst down. And Mordekaiser is ulting, and I'm sure he feels the pressure right now because the entire red side is standing there waiting for him. And another kill goes to the Jhin. The Jhin is currently 9-1. Another very clean fight from Jhin. Yeah, so if we look up at the gold difference, I think gold is a pretty good way of telling who's ahead and who's... Oh, And Jarvan ult comes out as I'm speaking. Renata ult responds, and they might actually make it out of here. The Renata is left to die by the ADC, which is probably the right move, but it's just funny to watch. He hits that blast cone with absolutely no remorse. But yeah, even then, trading 1 for 1, trading the jungler for the support is a really, really good trade. And again, Renata diff, true. And another thing that the blue side has to be aware of is just constantly that clock of the Nasus scaling up with it. I think it's his Q. Yeah, it's his Q. Scaling up his Q just all game, that internal clock, you know that they've got to be feeling the pressure. And Jarvan goes back for his red buff, which got him killed the first time. But luckily for him this time, there's no bot support there. And again, the vision diff, like, they have complete vision on where their Jarvan is right now. If he walks up here to take the top wave, they have vision on that. Again, that's why it's so important to get like early advantages and ward, because now the red team has full vision of the blue team. They do not know that Vi is here. This could be a pretty interesting. This could be pretty interesting. Renata comes out to bait, just barely misses the hook, and all of the CC kind of just goes a little bit wide. Oh, and Vi's looking to go in. And she decides to go for the Raptors instead. Smart move, taking away any... Oh! And Mordekaiser looks for a bit of a fight, but... And Aurelia forces out the Nasus ult and gets a solo kill on the top lane. And Quan could go down as well. He does have his flash. Okay, and the Renata W saves Quan's life after he already dies. He got resurrected. And again, Mordekaiser ults, and he knows that he needs to get this kill now before the rest of the team gets there, and unfortunately the Renata W saves yet another person, the Renata herself. And they're forced to use the Quan's forced to use flash on the go, and a second flash comes out, and they might actually make it out of here. Renata with a very, very clean flash. Oh, and a double kill goes to the Aurelia, but she might die here herself. Yep, and that's more stacks for the Nasus. But Nasus might die himself here and he does good. Jarvan comes down onto the Jhin, and this is looking like a full team kill. Trading 2 for 5. Perhaps 3 for 5, I'm not sure. And this is the objective bounty of the tower, and also the objective bounty from the dragon. And this is going to be a huge swing of gold. We already see that it's swings around about 1,000 gold, and this is probably going to be about 1,000 more. Yep, so we see that gold difference go from about 5k, 6k to 2k. Yep, the blue side is definitely not out of this game. I want to see what their name is. Just really fast. Oh, whoopsies. Okay, they are the Scarlet Tempest. Sorry. Yep, Scarlet Tempest versus Griffins. This Nessus has to be really careful. He pops his ult, and his ghost is currently down, so there's no escape. And he's going to look for a kill onto the Aurelia, but again, 4 people up there. Not very much to do. Mordekaiser's going drowsy, and it looks like the Jarvan is going to be looking to take the Baron. Let's see how the Griffins respond. Tempests are burning it down, and a flash is forced out from the Nautilus, and even Samira is forced to use her Q, or her W. Jarvino comes out, and Samira is ulting throughout the entire Griffin team. And again, she after she hits that 2-item spike of Infinity Blade, or Infinity Edge, I think. Yeah, Infinity Edge. She's just so strong. But fortunately for the Griffins, they are able to stop the Baron. The Tempest from taking the Baron. And during that fight, it looks like the Mordekaiser was killed by... Looks like the Mordekaiser was killed by the Zoe. Yep, Jarvan's just clearing a little bit of vision, using his pink ward to his advantage. And even Mordekaiser's clearing vision. They're trying to make sure that give the Griffins as little information as they can. And they're going to look to take Mordekaiser down in the mid lane. And pings come out. Yep, it looks like they have an idea that Baron was being taken, but Mordekaiser is there for the flank. If this is a 5v5, then there's a little bit of danger from that. And of course, now this game is completely even. In terms of gold, at least. Let's take a look where all of the gold is. Oh, whoopsies. I think it's... Let's see. Okay, it's X. So most of the gold for the Griffins is on Jhin. And most of the gold for... Well, actually, the gold's pretty spread out between mid, jungle, and ADC for the Scarlet Tempest. But there are 2 shutdown bounties currently on Aurelia and Samira. So... Oh, the Grey Flash comes out from the Renata, and Jarvan ults the Jhin, just immediately taken down. Mordekaiser ults the Vi, and she's forced to flash over the wall. But of course, followed by the Samira. Samira used her flash for that, so there might be the ability to make a play later. But dragon is going up, and it's gonna put whoever takes it actually onto Soul Point, which is going to be the start. Really, just focusing mid tower, trying to push their advantage. And Soul Point goes over to the Tempest. And again, last week we were kind of looking at the vision difference between the two teams, and the other team wasn't really giving the Griffins that much of a chance to take out boards. But this team has four sweepers, so they're definitely looking to take out as many of the Griffins boards as they possibly can. And in all lanes, we see all of the wards being taken down. Not a whole lot going on right now. Clearing wards. Everybody's just kind of farming. And instantly, the Mordekaiser all comes out onto the masses, and both teams are kind of ready to collapse at second turns. Zoe's in a bit of a tough position right now, and really just barely misses the or gets out of the Renata ult. And again, 4 for 0. This could be. This is very scary for the Griffins. I don't think they can end here, but they can definitely get fairly close. At least get this inhibitor, is what I mean, I should say. But Vi is going to look to stop them from taking this. Which is quite impossible. And the Nasus is off first. And they both collapse onto Mordekaiser. But I don't think that it'll be enough. Samira is too strong. And that looks like it. That looks like the end of the game. The end of the first game. Yeah, very well played by both sides. Yeah, you can definitely see how well everybody played. I was like looking at these graphs. So again, a pretty good damage spread from both sides. time to open up this shop. Yeah, they do have it this round. Sure. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I will be right back. And I am back. Let's see if we can't get some music on. Look at that. Okay, let's look at the shop. Okay, Crime Jinx. Crime City? Crime City Jinx. Okay, cool. Do you guys hear any music? I think I accidentally just paused the music. What is this? I know it's some Sivir, but Warrior Princess Sivir. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Anyway. Oh! Pentakill Kale. That's crazy. That's a good skin. Project Varus, I think. Yeah, look at me. You see, my League of Legends knowledge is unmatched, unparalleled. I don't know, Cave Cuties Tristana? Pengu cosplay, okay, that's fine. I don't know, Santa Baby Misfortune. Candy Cane Misfortune, fine. Okay, anyway. A little bit loud, for me at least. Search criteria. Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's no real QT Cinderella. See the free champion rotation. Aso. Let's hop back in. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, looking at this draft, it was definitely not the most coordinated. I think the players seem to think that that's one of the biggest issues. So hopefully we'll see something that they're happier with. But yeah. I wonder if I have anything due tonight. I'm procrastinating here. I definitely have. I'm playing D&D tonight with some of my friends. So I think I spent more time preparing that than actually doing schoolwork. But that's okay. I mean, and of course, since I'm the DM, I have to prepare most of the stuff, which I'm happy with. It's just something a lot sometimes. The new Hogwarts game is amazing. I heard. Vinny's been playing it a lot, actually. I've been wanting to try it out. Were you given 10 out of 10? Dang! So are you given like your own, like, I forget what they're called. Clubs? No. Like Gryffindor or whatever. What's that called? Houses. Yeah, were you given your own house or did you get to pick yours? Because I feel like I feel like Harry Potter fans are like really particular about that. It's like I'm a Ravenclaw, but like I am a Ravenclaw or I am a Slytherin or like all that stuff. Game no longer exists. They do a short quiz. Okay. Sorry for that. That's cool. Yeah, I figured that it was something like some kind of choice-based. You're a Gryffindor. Yeah, I get that. I do kind of get that vibe from you. According to the online quiz, I think I'm a Ravenclaw or like a Hufflepuff or something. I think I've gotten both at some points of my life. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, the. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties. I need to sign into my ECAC account or something. But it doesn't want to work. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So it looks like we are not going to be able to watch the draft. But that's okay. We're just gonna spectate. We're gonna spectate after. If you're, in case you're wondering what the error message looks like. Just keep saying game no longer exists, which is fine. I mean, all I really know about this is that they picked Ornn. That's all that I really know. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let me check to see. Okay. So at least now we have spectator delay. At least it knocked a minute off. So for the shoe side, we have Ornn, Vi, Cassiopeia, Jinx, Lulu in the bot lane. And on the enemy side, we have Mundo, Wukong, Sylas, and Xayah Rakan bot lane. I like Xayah and Rakan a lot because they're like the lovers or whatever. And a lot of their interactions are really cool. They'll like talk to each other throughout the whole game. Or they have certain like advantages that only work with each other. So like if you ever pick Xayah and Rakan, you have a little tiny extra buff. That's cool. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Now I wonder if like this version of spectator mode like changes anything almost. I don't know. I haven't used this much. Well, I've definitely never like shoutcasted with this, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Only like 20 more seconds. Three, two, one. Let's go. And we're in. We're into the game. Look at us go. Some really cool skins. Corporate Mundo is the best Mundo skin. Oh, she drives a little car. Watch the window. Look at him in that cute little thing.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Very cool. I'm excited to be back in. It looks like Wukong seems to want to start topside. Nope, he's going. Oh, I guess I don't really know.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, and they actually have a matching skin together. Interesting. I think it's the Arcana skin. Yeah, even like their animations and stuff like line up together. It's really cool. Like you can do a dance together, you can do you can back together. It's a very satisfying orange sound whenever he smacks that minion. It's like, honk. Also, it's interesting. He orange started W. Yeah, they're just kind of poking each other, dealing a little bit of damage between actual fights, and then maybe like one of them is gonna decide, oh, I can go for the kill, and then run into the enemy. Oh, and level 2 is hitting the bot lane. I wonder if we're gonna see any fights. Rhythm for Jinx. Saya follows, or Rakan follows up with a knockup. And again, Lulu's just kind of poking around. Ignite comes out onto Lulu, and they force the flash out as well as the heal. So Lulu has no more summoners. And again, Wukong is here, which could bode poorly for Lulu, but instead they just flash out immediately. Pretty clean play. And again, Jinx now has no summoner, or, well, she has no flash. Oh, and Vi comes in for the gank onto the Sylas, and he's forced to flash out. Sylas goes back in, and... oh, and first blood goes onto the Sylas. They just barely missed that final hit that they needed. And Orange just decides to back, which I think is a really smart decision. But unfortunately for the bot lane, any ganks coming out from Vi are going to be very, very difficult. Just because of how warded out it is. But Dr. Mundo might be able to... it looks looks like he's just gonna kind of walk out. And Wukong kind of comes up to match. Oh, and another kill goes on to the Vi. And they also force a flash out from the worm. Now luckily for the Griffins, this is definitely more of a scaling comp than the previous one, so. Oh! And they force out the flash and get a kill onto the Dr. Mundo. Oh, but this Mundo's in a bit of a tricky situation. And they give the kill to the Vi. Yeah, I think if you go into Pottermore, like the official like Harry Potter website or something, there's like a whole like quiz that you can take. I think it's actually people say it's pretty accurate to what they think they are. Oh, I won't mention it. And Raccoon gets the final hit, so then they get the Ghost Warp. Again, the Griffin's whole goal right now is just to scale until you see, I thought that was a random like link that was getting sent, and I was a little bit concerned for a second, Lewis. I was like, oh, am I gonna have to block a message or something? but no. Yep, I don't know if they. Yeah, now they know that it's worded off. But yeah, again, both top laners hit 6. Mundo is up by about a level. And this is definitely rough. Jinx is forced to use her Ghost. But Vi is here to follow up, forcing the Wukong ult out. And unfortunately, nobody on the Shu side is level 6 quite yet. So. And they're going for the drag. Silas tries to get a quick flank around, but it's okay, and getting a dragon for the scaling team this early is actually pretty good. Yeah, and they've also been able to keep the gold deficit down. I know, Lewis. I think you're even like a moderator in this chat, so just in case anything. Does somebody just walk in here? Yep. Hey, you wanna show this? You wanna watch the league game with me? Oh, that's fine. Yeah. So, back into the game. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go for a gank on the top lane. Ornn has to watch out because there's 3 up there right now, and I think he kind of sniffed something out because he just says, "I spoke too soon." Oh man! And just immediately. Right, and even Silas kind of goes up. But I think that it's a bit too late for that. There's not very much more that they can get except for the Rip Herald, which they're just grab really quickly. But again, this Zaya's alone right now, so a bit of a tricky situation. I don't think that they can go for a tower dive because of Zaya's ult. It kind of gets her to free get out of jail card. But she is half health and she goes down to 1. Oh, man, they even force her to back. I think Quan is gonna make it out of mid. Yeah, he makes it out of mid. He makes it out alive. I don't think it's gonna be really that bad. But they did get the Rift Herald, which they are most likely gonna drop in the bot lane. They might be looking for yet another tower dive. But yeah, they summon the Rift Herald, and I think Quan's just gonna be forced to give up all these plates. Not very much else Cassie will be able to do in this situation. Oh, and a great hold on the flash, but unfortunately Xayah still gets the pull off, and yeah, that's it for the Jinx. I mean, honestly, that was a great attempt to flash away from Awesome in the bot lane. And the third tower dive in the same like consecutive sequence, and a kill goes on to and again trading the jungler for the support is not always ideal. That's not always what you like to see. And it looks like we're gonna get Vi pops her ult. Warren ult comes out, and Mundo also pops his ult, but it looks like flashes come out, and they trade 1-for-1 in the top one, which is a little bit unfortunate. I feel like they would have liked to have just gotten the Mundo and gotten out. But that is pretty good because Ornn has TP advantage. So if Ornn wants to go help with drag and then maybe TP up top, that could be a pretty good play for him. And I want to see if Ornn... Yeah, no, Ornn decides to just TP up top. Also a really good move, you know, just making sure he gets that wave. Maybe pushes it out. And Sylas currently has stolen Vi's. So that honestly, Sylas with Vial seems pretty dangerous. And the Griffins are gonna decide to just give the drag, which is a pretty smart decision. You know, you don't really want to run it down too much, especially in these situations. Where they're down a little bit and trying to focus on scaling. I mean, as far as scaling goes, like, Jinx only has 1 death and about 30 farm on the Xayah. So, and if we look at... Oh, and right as I'm saying this, they're down in the bot lane for another gank. But it doesn't look like there's going to be very much that comes of it. And the 1v1 in the top lane is also a little bit scary. Yeah, this is a Fed Mundo. You don't really ever like to see that. And it looks like they're gonna go for this gank again. A little miss on the ult, but it still could be okay. And I think they're just deciding to back off. Vi uses her ult. She's still looking to go in. There's a... Okay, and I like that. You know, just helping out the Ornn, getting out. And that's a pretty good back even for the Ornn. Yeah, see again, like their vision score is just so oppressive right now. Their team just has so much vision. I mean, even in our own like jungle, they're just able to take our blue buff. I think yeah, they're gonna get better with this Silas. Yeah, again, the gold lead right now is about 4,000 towards the red side. But this is a great shutdown onto a 200 gold shutdown onto the Jinx, and they're gonna be able to push in this wave and get pretty much this whole power unless they decide to backflip. But again, if you just look at that like vision, yeah, it looks like they're gonna trade top, mid for bot turret. And honestly, if we look at this gold, seeing how much of a difference this Jinx farm and even that kill has made on this game so far is pretty significant. Now, unfortunately, the Mundo is pretty strong right now, so that's going to be a Fed tank later. By far, the Mundo has the most gold on their team. And not by far, but in the game as well. With Austin following up close behind her. A bit of a dangerous situation. Now this Mundo also bought Heartsteel. So these stacks are more health per hit. Could be pretty spooky late game. A lot of health. And again, both teams just clearing vision, trying to get as much of an advantage in this low period as they can. Oh, and Ornn kind of baits the... But it doesn't look like very much is going to come from it. Definitely a dangerous situation. You don't want this tank to get any more fed. And as I say that, I see that Liandry's is finished. So you're going to see the amount of damage that this Cassiopeia does go up pretty significantly. And the red team is grouping up for this drag. Also shoots his rocket just to get a little bit more vision. And I think they're just going to be forced to give it. Yep, they give up the third drag, but it's okay because they have one of their own. They were able to keep them off the soul point for this thing. Oh, and there is a bit of a tower dive onto the Cassiopeia. Yeah, and it looks like they're also going to take bot tower. Yeah, this is very dangerous situation. The Rift Herald is going to take out this tower pretty fast. Oh, and then Engage comes onto the Jinx. Yep, and they're going to stop this Rift Herald the best they can, which is pretty effectively. Stopping that siege from happening in the bot lane. Stopping them from at least getting to the inhibitor tower. Yep, both teams just kind of farming, getting more vision. And Rakan engages onto the... Oh, and a quick kill onto the Rakan. And it looks like the Griffins are going to try to push their advantage as far as they can, force out the Xayah ult, and Vi has to be a little bit careful, knowing that Xayah's damage. Ornn's in a bit of a tricky situation. Yep, and a kill goes on to the jungle mid duo from the red side. And I do like that the kill got onto the Jinx there. That is pretty important, especially in this team comp where you kind of need the Jinx to be fed. Kind of the whole idea of this game with their team. So yeah, they're kind of setting up a little bit of vision for this drag, but unfortunately the red side is all getting there right about now. And this is a more important dragon than the last couple, which I think both teams are aware of this. This is Soul Point, and it looks like they're going to go for the engage from the bot side, which could be pretty good. The Cassiopeia ult goes onto the Sylas, and the Wukong is going to kind of start up this drag. Mostly alone. Oh, and Wukong with a huge knockup onto pretty much all of the Shu. Both teams using all of their CC, and unfortunately, Jinx just can't get that first reset. And it looks like slowly the last of the Scene Hill players are going to go down. Now again, this isn't the soul, so Dragon Soul being like much more powerful than any of the individual dragons, but it does put them on the right track for Soul, which makes the next dragon much more important.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, a lot of times games just feel completely unwinnable if one team gets a Soul. And again, Ornn is almost to that level 13 power spike that we were talking about last week, where it could be a really strong power spike for him and for his entire team. Top tower goes down. And yeah, this gold difference goes from about 5k to about 10k in a couple of minutes, so it's definitely still turnable, but it's getting much more difficult. And an engage onto the Lulu. She just barely makes it out. And Vi goes in, gets stopped by the Wukong ult. Rakan gets a huge charm, but Rakan goes down. And I think that kill went on to the Jinx, but either way, this is a good start on being able to turn this game around. Definitely a really good start. Oh, and Ornn. And he just gets burst down right before the Jinx. Well, not the Jinx, the Vi and the Lulu. Looks like the red team's gonna go for inhibitor, and they do get that.
Has been destroyed.
And Muna's just able to walk through turret, taking a couple turret hits. Silas has a vial. This could be dangerous for the Scene Hill, even under tower. Nice. Got Hufflepuff. That's cool. Oh, and Cassiopeia deals a lot of damage actually onto the Mundo. Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues that they're having right now is like the farm and being like slightly under leveled in almost every lane, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this Hextech Dragon is super duper important, and I think both teams know it. Wukong's gonna go down there to basically just stand down there alone and force the Silas ult out, but oh, and a great timing on the Zhonyas. Oh, can't back yet. And Cassiopeia is going to run down to try to stop them from sieging their base. Dr. Mundo alone. And it looks like Scene Hill gets the objective bounty on the Baron as well. Now, unfortunately, though, this means that they're going to give up the Dragon Soul. It's going to make this game feel very, very, very tough. But perhaps if they get there fast enough, they might be able to clean up, get a few kills. Nope, they're just going to decide to clear the waves, all that stuff. And Jinx gets her upgraded mythic, so hopefully this means that I mean, whenever this starts, you know, it's a little bit difficult to look at gold, because now it's just so significantly like different from what it actually is. I can't remember. I think each of Ornn's items gives you about 1,000 worth of gold. Like, but it doesn't actually show up in the gold. But again, Soul gives you so much. Like, there's so much benefit to Soul, and it's just going to be very, very difficult to crawl back from this one. And both teams are kind of looking top, just poking them out, testing the waters, making sure that we'll trying to either get this tower or defend this tower. Which they seem to be clearing the waves pretty successfully. And it looks like Seton Hill is going to escape from all of this pressure again. And again, this game does look very, very winnable. It will take a lot of effort from the Griffins. One mistake and this whole game could be over in an instant. Or I should say, one bad fight. The next of Ornn's items goes on to Cassiopeia. And of course the next one goes on to Vi, and then finally this support. I mean, again, getting Ornn up into these higher levels is like a very, very important part of the secret hall. I mean, this could definitely even out from all of the dragons that the Tempest took. Mundo's going to completely ignore this Ornn, just take this tower. I'm assuming next he's going to turn his... Yep. And both teams are looking for a fight. This could be the fight that decides this game. And no, neither team dies, but Mundo does make it away with taking that top tower. And mid inhibitor, it goes down. A level 18 Mundo is in the top lane, and she decides to try to stop them from taking the bot lane. And unfortunately, it looks like they're just going to be able to take that bot inhibitor. It's all three inhibitors down from the team. Yeah, and again, this situation is so dangerous because it gives the red team so much priority to do basically whatever they'd like. If they want to go for Baron, if they want to go for Elder Drake, which is kind of like the most powerful Drake. And Flash comes out off of the Vi. Could be important in the next fight. And Jinx is, again, just clearing these waves like it's her job. And the final, or I guess second to final upgrade on these items comes into Lulu next. Yeah, they upgraded Lulu's Moonstone. Uh-oh. There seems to be... Both teams are kind of looking for a bit of a fight in the red side jungle. Or blue side bot jungle. And an engage comes on from Wukong. Comes out from the Wukong. Lulu's forced to use her ult. They trade support for jungler. They get the Dr. Mundo. Jinx is pretty big right now. This is his second kill. Silas goes down, but also brings down the Jinx with him. And it's only the Wukong. It's only the Wukong, the Ornn, and the Cassiopeia left. Can Ornn take this? Even if he does, it only goes on to him, unless he waits. Well, I guess him and unless he waits the 21 seconds. But of course, Seton Hill can't really go anywhere other than their base right now. Yep, both teams are starting to come up, and it looks like he is going to wait for his team to be able to get this, which is a very smart play. Yep, so now their entire team has the Elder Dragon. Elder buff, I guess. Which basically just means that they get a free, you know, if they deal so much damage, it'll just kill immediately. And they're not taking any chances. They're also going to go for the Elder Dragon, or I mean Baron buff. And Baron went down pretty quickly. And the last of the Ornn items comes through, but I think it might be a little bit for that. I mean, this is the Soul. They have Elder buff. They have Baron. It's looking like they're just gonna walk in and destroy the inhibitor. But they are going to look for a fight. They get a kill on the Rakan. Jinx with the double kill. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the game. Yep. Very unfortunate. But, you know, these things happen. A very, very close game and a great performance from both teams. It doesn't want me to see. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, very well played. I'm super proud of the Griffins, and you know, despite this, I'm still looking forward to having like a great rest of the season. Yeah, it was close. It was close. GG. yeah, I mean, thank you all for stopping by and watching some pretty good League of Legends. We don't have subs enabled yet, but soon enough, if you save it, we I'll be shilling out for a couple Twitch Prime subs, you know. But yeah, I do miss you here, Bluis. You know, it's just not the same. But I think that's it for me. I'm gonna grab some food from the Cove. Yeah, GG's everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. Have a great night and a great weekend.